Hi, everybody. So we have some massive energy that just was coming at us from the sun. So I wanted to jump on and let all of you just know what to expect from that. The sun shot off a solar storm, and when it comes to a solar storm, it usually takes around 1 to actually reach Earth at its highest magnitude. When it does, it can affect all of our electrical equipment. So it can affect any Wi Fi signals, anything that you really use that's wireless. It can have issues with GPS systems, things like that. More importantly, it affects the way our electrical system functions. And that's the biggest thing that I want all of you to understand. When this happens, there is massive energy that moves through our body. Our entire system, our nervous system is electricity. So, what sends signals to our body is an electrical current. So, what happens when these storms hit is we get this massive dose. We have this massive feeling of, oh, something's going on. And a lot of times we mistake that as anxiety, we mistake that as depression, mistake that as not feeling good about ourselves, and we start to allow that to take us over. So I want you guys to be very aware of that. Between the next day to the next 3 days, there's going to be some bumpy energy coming in. Now, the sun itself is a heavy masculine energy. So how you correlate some of the symptoms that you might feel, you may feel a lot of the masculine emotions come up, like anger and frustration and annoyance. That's part of when this energy comes through. So it isn't you or your current life or someone in your world that's currently frustrating you and you can't handle it. It's just energy moving through you. So try not to follow it, because once you do, you might end up in some altercations that you're not comfortable with. So for the next few days, try to breathe and stay calm as they move through. So why does this affect our bodies so much? Because our bodies are connected to all that there is. Our bodies are literally made of stardust. So the energy around us, from the earth to the stars, to the planets, to the sun, all of this is really significant and plays a really strong role for us physically. What happens when we are disconnected from it and we are following more of what our ego or individual feels like, we don't understand these things and we start to label them as ailments and issues within us. So those of you who are in my community, my Patreon community, you guys know, and we talk about this all the time, a lot of those physical things that we do experience really have to do with the interconnectedness of our souls. However, we say they're the different things and we label them incorrectly, and we end up blocking energy that helps us to evolve. So we work together all the time on that. And that's one thing I want everyone in the community to understand. There's going to be some shaking up, and everything is okay with that. And we've just got to allow it to move through us. Okay. So how do you balance as this moves through you? If you find yourself having a hard time, I'm just going to tell you that one of the best things that a lot of people in the community have been talking about is the effect of the meridians, which are natural flows of energy that move through the hands. So for this month on the Astrolo Yoga series, those of you, again, who were in the Astrolo Yoga class, you guys are very well aware that this was going to be happening. You know, a lot of times when you can just really tap into the energy, you really know the changes and shifts that are going to be taking place before they start. So we kind of stay ahead of the game. However, for those of you who are not in that class and aren't familiar with the program, one of the techniques is using your hands and allowing the energy to balance in that way. So when you feel like you're getting really frustrated or annoyed, or you have a lot of anxiety coming up, utilizing this finger and connecting it with this thumb creates a loop of energy that will instantly calm your nervous system. It will also help you to speak more clearly so you don't attack somebody if some of this anger starts to really bubble, which is pretty much going to be par for the course over the next several days while this storm sort of comes in. Also, your strawberry agate, those of you who do have the spirit bag for this month, the strawberry agate is going to be huge in balancing this out. So, when it comes to crystals, people always have back and forth opinions, but I want to remind all of you, do your own research. What you will find is that crystals in and of themselves carry energy, they carry a frequency, and each crystal carries a different frequency. What you'll also find is we use crystals even in our phones to connect with energetic things. So they do have a strong purpose in being able to keep things interconnected and flowing. So your strawberry gate is going to be really useful for that. So keep that on hand. Okay, everybody. If anyone has any questions, please just ask and put it in the notes, put it in the comments. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit subscribe so that I can keep you guys constantly aware of anything you need so that you can continue growing the spirit that is you. I'll see you guys soon.